Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, oh, what is up, Pinky? Yo! Yeah! The Kingu of Lightning is here today, tonight, on this fine night, bringing you guys and gals One Piece. Chapter 814 review. Don't question me, okay? Your life will be much better off if you just don't question me, okay? So, that being said, if you have not seen the live reaction to the chapter, of course, there will be an annotation right here, as well as a link in the box below. Now, this chapter One Piece, confirmed, revealed, exposed, discovered, unveiled, whatever fucking word you want to use. I'll put all of them up there. Whatever, man. Sanji's family, the Vinsmoke family, are a family of assassins. And they are very prominent in the underworld. And I was like, I'm stoked because I'm happy. I'm happy because, listen, first of all, this confirms a few things. Number one, this confirms that from the time Sanji was born, when he came kicking out of the womb, literally, from the time he came kicking out of the womb up until he was 9 years old, before he was a chef or assistant chef or whatever degree of chef on that cruise ship, he was basically being trained as an assassin. From my understanding, his daddy was an assassin. Confirmed, his daddy is Silver Zoldyck. If you don't know, now you know, his daddy is Silver Zoldyck. Which means that Sanji himself is Vinsmoke Zoldyck Sanji. That's his full name. Vinsmoke Zoldyck Sanji. In fact, you know what? He himself is Killua. He's Killua. Therefore, it is Vinsmoke Killua Zoldyck Sanji. That is Sanji's true name. He has 4 names. That's how epic he is. Oh, Raw North Zod. No. Vinsmoke Killua Zoldyck Sanji. Shit. Now, on top of that, this also confirms that the head of the Vinsmoke household is Zeno. Which means that Zeno and Big Mom are teaming up. That is a deadly combo. That is the deadliest combo of all fucking time, okay? Not even Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku can beat that combo. Not even Beerus, not even Superman Prime 1 million is beating the combo of Zeno and Big Mom. Nigga, you lose. You take an L and you walk away. You take your licks, son. It is what it is. Nigga, you lose. You lose. Yeah. I'm just happy. I'm happy because it's cool to find that out about Sanji at the end. Honestly, it really is. However, understand that I just can't rate the chapter on just one particular moment at the end. I can't do it. Can't do it. So let's start with the pacing here. Pacing overall was relatively simple, straightforward. You do have the beginning, which is getting out of flashback, and that's really it. Then you have the middle part, which is them. It's like the Straw Hats having like a meeting as they go to see Nekomamushi, and it's them talking about Sanji's situation. Will he bring back someone? Or when it comes to dealing with Kaido and company, like what's going to happen there, and then Big Mom, and that kind of stuff. And then we have meeting Nekomamushi, and then it wraps up with Luffy and Nami talking to Peckham. So that's the overall pacing and structure of the chapter. When it comes to story progression, story-wise, relatively simple, straightforward as well. You do have the end of the flashback, which is over and said and done with, and then it's setting up what appears to be the Straw Hat Pirates going after Sanji. They're going to tail Sanji to his destination, wherever it's going to be. And they're going to do so by using Peckham's as a guide. And Peckham's, he talks about the Vinsmoke family and how they are assassins. So all in all, be wary, be on your toes. Because the Vinsmoke family, they are killers. By nature, by pedigree, they are killers. So be wary of them. And of course, they're also partnering with Big Mom. So also something that you have to be aware of as well. And that's really it for story progression-wise. So you're setting up something in the future, you're wrapping up the flashback, and then you're giving us some intel on the enemies at hand. That's one of the key parts of the setup, the Vinsmoke family. So story-wise, it is pretty good setup. Now, when it comes to the characterization, Zoro, you see, sometimes Zoro consumes his Wheaties. And when he does, he's able to step back, see the bigger picture, and regulate. So this whole thing with Sanji, that's his own problem, all right? Because we got bigger fish to fry. We teamed up with Law for the purpose of not beating Flamingo, but for beating Kaido. We destroyed the laboratory in Punk Hazard so we can piss off Flamingo. Then we destroyed the Smile Factory to piss off Kaido. That's the whole point here. So he's like, remember that, okay? And Zoro was able to remind the crew that we have a much bigger situation. He even points out that Jack was in this country and he raided it. He ran roughshod. So these enemies are not far off. They're very close to home. So once again, Roronoa Zoro sometimes eats his Wheaties and he's able to gain 10 more IQ points and he's able to regulate. Roronoa Zoro for you. Not bad, not bad. Now, moving on from there, you have Nami. And Nami, the reason I'm putting her on the list of characterization is because Nami appears to be like the most worried out of everybody amongst the crew. Because when Zoro states that Sanji is sticking his nose into another Yokon's business, Nami was like really aggressive. She was like, well, that wasn't his fault. That wasn't his fault, Zoro. I was like, huh. Maybe Nami X Sanji? Maybe. I don't know. Because, well, no. Because you know why? Because Viola, that's right. Viola over Nami. So, no. But that being said, she does appear to be very worried. I mean, even Brook, he was there. Brook, he seems to be more on the mellow side. And Chopper, I mean, he's always been a bitch. So, Usopp would normally freak out about the stuff too, but he's kind of calm as well. So, Nami is like the only one, aside from Chopper, who is innately a bitch. Who appears to be like very worried about Sanji's current situation. Now, moving on from there, we got Chopper, kind of, sort of ish. I mean, basically for him, it's just more doctor stuff, which is not really like super duper new. And at the same time, I mean, him and like the deer mink. I mean, Chopper is, listen, he's gonna stick his deer meat into some very sweet venison, all right? So some very sweet, meaty venison. And I'm just saying, like, do what you do. But no, fuck that. You know, wait. It's weird, man. It's weird as shit. Chopper is a deer. He's not a half deer. He's not a quarter deer. He's a fucking deer. He's literally a young buck. Literally. This is a demi-human deer mink. That can't happen. That just physically can't happen, dude. I'm okay. Well, like, you could, but no. I mean, maybe if Chopper was like his more human form when he's like jacked and shit. I'm surprised that he didn't go like jack up and like, oh baby, what's up? Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, look at the muscles rippling. Yeah, pecs. Yeah, Adonis. No. He was in kawaii form the entire time, being like a little bitch. Like, I can't move. Oh my god, I'm hard. Wee. And I'm like, what the fuck, Chopper? So I mean, like, and then on top of that, I'm sitting here like, listen. If they do the do, all right, if they do the funk app, and something forms inside of her, that's not going to be a creature that belongs on any planet. It's going to be like, it's going to, oh my god, it's going to be like the son of Satan. It's going to come out with like 15 antlers. It's going to be like on its hind legs. It's going to come out with like muscles and shit with like hooves for arms. Oh my god. It's gonna be an abomination. No, it can't happen. I'm sorry. No. All right, no, I'm not high. Let me just clarify that, okay? I am not high. Guarantee you that. I did not smoke a blunt. All right? Okay, just had to confirm that. Speaking of venison, Monkey D lets it be known that, you know what, we have to go get Sanji. Yeah. Because I am not losing my fucking chef. I mean, think of it like this. Who who the hell is gonna cook after Sanji leaves? Who? Seriously. Usopp? Usopp cooking. Please. It's comical. Frankie? No. This guy is so worried about the LEDs in his nipples, the nipple lights. He's not be doing any cooking. Fuck out of here. Robin? It's a joke. I mean, I think Nami would. Because I think when it was the trio of like Zoro, Nami, and Luffy, she was the one that was cooking. I believe so. I think it was her. But still, she's the navigator, so she's gonna have too many things to worry about if she has cooking and navigation duties. Hell no, absolutely not. So, yeah. And plus, he likes the way Sanji's cooking, alright? Only person that knows the recipes is Sanji. So, again, like I said before, he's gonna go through hell and high water to get Sanji back. Guarantee you that. Sanji can be surrounded by Big Mom, Kaido, Blackbeard, Shanks, and Fujitora. Luffy's going gear forward, and he's gonna try and fuck them all up. Like, no, I'm getting my chef back. I'm coming, Sanji. I'm coming. The chef is the most important person on the crew when Luffy is concerned. He says himself, me being a part of Big Mom's crew, if Sanji is married to one of her daughters, is one thing. But it's even worse if we lose Sanji. Well, you can clearly see where his priorities lie. You can clearly see. So they're gonna go tail Sanji and make sure that shit's regulated and okay. So it's not like a rescue arc per se when it comes to tailing Sanji. It's more like Sanji says that he can handle this on his own, but they don't really believe that. So they're gonna make sure that everything's okay. You have Nekomamushi. He's a cool guy. He's like a Japanese Yakuza boss Garfield with a missing left arm. Nice. And I mean, he likes playing with like cat toys. And I mean, he's kind of funny too. Like, you have the ball, he has all these wounds and shit. Like, yeah, meow, meowie. And like his wounds just all open up. That was kind of funny. Eating lasagna with the stub is pretty raw. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's just like, damn. Like nigga, yeah, raw. That's raw right there. I'm on Brook's team, all right? I can see why Brook likes him. Because the guy's hilarious. He honestly is. Now, Robin, she does know the Vinsmoke, but I think it's more so, like, she doesn't really go anywhere with that, but I think on her part, it's more so the fact that she was an assassin previously. So assassins would be aware of, like, other assassin groups and organizations. It don't make sense. That's the way I see it. So that is what it is there. And when it comes to Sanji, characterization-wise, for him, it's the fact that his family, they are assassins. Right? The Vinsmoke family are a family of assassins. Furthermore, knowing that the Vinsmoke themselves are very prominent throughout the underworld, as well as have connections with not only Big Mom, but also the world government, which would also imply that they have a lot of weight when it comes to operations pertaining to the world government, such as assassination or training individuals like CP9, maybe, perhaps, we're not too sure. But the fact of the matter is that they have influence, and that influence, of course, because that characterization is for the Vinsmoke family themselves, it also characterizes Sanji by default. And since we know no other Vinsmoke other than Sanji, then again, that goes for his characterization and also for the story progression. So, that being said, the chapter rating overall is going to be a great, that is an 8 out of 10. We do know where the story is now going, direction-wise, at least to a certain degree. But you do have good characterization for Nekomamushi. You do have good characterization for Nekomamushi, for Sanji. You have characterization for Zoro, as well as Nami, probably Nami. Yeah, probably Nami. Because that one I am confident on. And also, you end the flashback. So the flashback is now done with, and now we're moving on to the next stage of the story. So overall, it's going to be a great chapter of One Piece. And before I go, I do want to say one last thing. After this video, like literally right after this video ends, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do another video. Well, I'm already sit down, so I'm going to do another video. And that video is going to be about the one character I kind of avoided talking about in this particular review. And that is Brook. Because Brook knows some shit. Alright? Brook knows some shit. And I think I know why Brook knows what he knows. Honestly, I do. But I'm going to save that for an entirely different discussion video. So, King Lightning, rate the video, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace. Have a nice goddamn day.